Good morning.
Morning.
How's everyone doing today? Happy Monday. How's your weekend? Put some bills together? Do anything? Just relax? Yeah?
I listed a house on Saturday.
Yeah?
So.
Awesome.
It's like right across the street from my best friend from middle school, and her
Mhm.
parents had like talked about selling, and they didn't want to use me because they're like, oh, you're too little. So now I'm gonna have to sign across the street, be like, hey,
That's awesome. How'd you get the deal?
door knocking.
Door knocking. Wow. It's good. Good job. Anybody else? Gratitude. We can go to that.
I'm gratitude.
Yeah.
So this today I have 5 days left in the 75 hard challenge,
Yeah?
and I'm grateful for that. That was Amari challenged me to do that, and it's been really good. Kept me on the rest of this year.
Is that the one with the drinking and the workout challenge?
Yeah, you have to drink alcohol every day.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No alcohol, gallon of water, 2 45-minute workouts, one has to be outside, 10 pages in a motivational book, and what am I missing, Maria?
Diet.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah?
Good job, Matt.
Thank you.
Good job. 5 more days. He's gonna do it. You got a better smile on your face than Louis did. He did the challenge too, and his always looked like he was grumpy. So good. Hopefully you saw something from it.
Yeah.
Good thing. Good. Anyone else? Evan.
You know, I just gotta say I'm just grateful for my family and the support they give me. You know, I probably wouldn't have. My goal was this year. My main goal was to lose my weight. Without them, I probably wouldn't have done it. So I'm grateful to
Yeah, it's awesome to have a support staff behind you, and good job on what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Where you at right now, Evan?
You can't lose. You can't achieve your goals if you're not surrounded by the people that have supported.
Yeah,
You gotta be in the right environment.
absolutely. So critical to see that. You know, where are you at, by the way? Weight-wise?
I'm about 20 pounds off my goal weight, 200 pounds. Or, yeah, 200 pounds where I want to be, and then I'm going to start building up.
Yeah. So how much have you lost so far?
75.
75.
Wow.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Keep it up.
That's a
You
teenage.
know what my biggest,
That's great.
biggest factor was when I started this journey?
Uh-huh.
Was I was overweight, and I was just like, how can I guide people and have them follow me if I'm not accountable to myself and not taking care of myself?
That's a great question to ask yourself. Tony Robbins always says, if you want a good answer, ask a good question. And that's a good question.
You know,
that you
if I'm
have.
showing up to the listing appointment and I'm not taking care of myself, why would they list with me?
Yeah, yeah. And everything's intermixed. So you got spot on. I love that. Paul.
I'm grateful for Jonathan Aubrey. Several weeks back, I was not feeling the greatest. In fact, I was not feeling very well at all. And my wife's incapacitated, and so, you know, everybody's looking for somebody to take care of them, and I had nowhere to go. And I just happened to take a call from Jonathan, and I says, you know, I'm just not feeling great. It's tough to try to take care of yourself. When you're not feeling good. He says, I'll come over. I'll take care of you. And I says, no, really, I will do that. I will come over and take care of you. So we're grateful for you.
That's awesome. Yeah. Good job. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, so this week got a few things. We don't have the base camp up yet, but does anyone know who Mark Capuna is? Apuna?
Yes.
Okay, who is he?
Isn't he from the Centerville office?
Yeah, he's from the Centerville
does
office.
Inspections now?
He does inspections, but he also sells real estate as well.
Yes.
So, and he's on Nikki's team, so he sells quite a bit of real estate. But he's going to come and present to us on inspections, but he's going to present it from the viewpoint of an agent and how we can help our clients through the inspection a little bit better to strengthen a relationship and also have a good experience with the inspection. Because a lot of times we have problems, maybe not problems, but fears of if I send my clients out with this inspector that could kill the deal, could create issues. A lot of times issues are created because of uncertainty, and inspections are a huge uncertain portion of this business. And so if you can take control of that and really guide your clients through it, transaction's so much easier. So he's going to talk about that this Wednesday, 11:30 to 12:30. I think that's the only thing we have that's special this week. So come to that if you can make it. So I have a question that I wanted to ask today. Why do you think people are unwilling to take control of their life?
They probably first off don't know how.
Okay, they don't know how. I like that. Why else?
Too much work.
Too much work?
Get out of the comfort zone.
Get out of the comfort zone? Okay, Maya?
I was gonna say, it just comes, you have to be disciplined in order to take control and keep that control going.
Okay, so you have to have some discipline.
I think a lot of people just don't even know that's possible. Like they just think everybody's like literally just getting by, and it's just how life is.
Yeah, so they're just kind of going with the flow. They're seeing everything the way they are. So I had this experience. I volunteer with the search and rescue team here in Salt Lake. And so we do a lot of rescues up in the Wasatch Front. And we even go up Parley's Canyon up to, we go up East Canyon and then up to Summit before the next team takes over. And I had this experience. Now, a lot of times we go out on these rescues and they're legitimately stuck or hurt, and we have to help them. But occasionally we'll get in a position where we show up and somebody is just unwilling to do anything. And there was this one experience. Has anybody ever hiked up into Lambs Canyon? Okay, you guys, a couple of you been, you know where it is, right? It's up Parley's Canyon. When you miss the golf course, you have to go up to and turn around, right? Okay, so that's Lambs Canyon. And there's one trail that's a very well marked trail. There's a bathroom and a parking lot, and you get on the trail and you go up, and it can actually drop you down into Mill Creek. But it's very hard to really get off the course because there's a lot of trees on one side and a ravine with a river on the other side. So it's really hard to get off course. We get this call and he says, "I'm lost, I don't know how to get down, I need somebody to come save me." So obviously we go out, we hike up to the mountain, and we hike up the trail, and he's about, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile up the trail, and he's standing on the trail. He's right on the trail. And we're like, what's going on? He's like, I have no idea where to go. And this is the have to be sensitive part, because I think about it and I go, okay, so I'm standing right here, that's up, that's down, I walked up, I should walk down, right? So I thought about this, and then, obviously we were very nice, and we showed him the way down, and it was this eye-opening experience for him to get down to his car. But I thought about this story a lot because I think, why do we not take control of our life? Like, we can talk about big things, taking control of our life as far as, like, I'm in the same job, I'm making the same amount of money, I'm not doing anything different, but just literally taking control and moving. And the thought came is we get in these habits. We get into habits that control our life. The thought came is when you go to a basketball game. Most of us go and we watch a basketball game. We are entertained by watching something. But it also creates habits in our minds. We like to sit and watch. And so we have to get out of that. So I think you said on being uncomfortable. You have to be uncomfortable. You don't want to be uncomfortable, but you have to be uncomfortable. We'd rather just sit and watch the game happen than actually have to do something, go play the game. Why is that?
I'm just the opposite. I don't want to watch. I want to go play.
Yeah. So you're taking control of your life.
Yeah. Makes me frustrated to watch.
Okay. I like that. That's perfect. Why is that? Let's dive into that a little bit more. Why would that be for him that way? I mean, I like watching games. I like watching things, but at the same time, do we always take control of our life? So why do you think you like that? Have you always been that way?
I think so.
Okay. What about you? Was your dad that way? Was your mom that way?
My dad was, yes.
Okay. So these are habits you probably learned when you were younger to move forward. I like that. Matt?
I don't know if this helps your analogy or not, but my theory behind watching sports, and I like watching some sports, but this is my theory, is that people get obsessed with it because you don't have any of the hard work, you don't have any of the rejection or the failure, but you can get the same endorphin rush by watching somebody else accomplish something at a high level, and you feel like a winner.
Yeah.
Because somebody else that you root for won.
Yeah, exactly. It goes right along with it.
Yeah, it's the brain chemistry. It's the same thing with any entertainment. If it's watching movies, if it's playing games, we get to experience the ups and downs without any of the long-term ramifications.
Mhm.
The hard work or the big swings one way or the other.
Yeah.
So it's just entertainment.
So in the entertainment side, we seek some of this entertainment, so we like that, and that makes us feel good. And when we feel good, we create these habits. So feel good emotions creates habits, right? So when we feel that way, we create a habit, and then we try to translate that into what? The real estate stuff, the business that we're doing. And then we scratch our head and we say, why is this not working for me?
Feel the same way.
You feel the same way, right? So what do we have to do about that? Or what can we do about that?
So I was at a party last week, and I generally try to find some way to help out in the kitchen so I don't have to talk to strangers. So I'm working on becoming better at networking and talking to people. But it was a good experience because, you know, I kind of helped with the food, and then there wasn't anything else to do, so I just approached the first person I saw and introduced myself, and from there it went really well, you know. But it's just a matter of getting out of your comfort zone to talk to a stranger, and we really should be good at it because we're on the phone talking to people a lot and using the 4 questions, you know, and so that was something that I fell back on, you know. Well, so who invited you to the party? How do you know them? You know, talk to them about that.
But at first you had to make that decision that you were going to do it, right?
Yeah, I had to make the decision not to sit in the corner or try and hide in the kitchen or something like that.
Yeah, that's a great thought.
It's making that first call, making that first door knock. It's making that first contact. It's just initially doing something.
Yeah, so making a conscious effort to move forward, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing as the guy up in Lamb's Canyon, that it would have taken him the time it took me to drive from my house in West Jordan to Lamb's Canyon, pack up, hike up to him, and bring him down the mountain. All he needed to do was one thing: take
the first step.
Take the first step. And he wouldn't take even one step. It was like, nope, this is where I am. This is what I'm going to do. I got cell service. I don't want to get lost. Whatever it is, right? But we do that so much, even in this business, where we don't take the first step. Like you said something that I thought is really key here, where you said, we're in real estate, we should be XYZ, right? We should be more comfortable. Okay? But we've had a lifetime of experiences and habits that create scenarios that make us uncomfortable. We like to watch it, we like those feelings, and so sometimes when we sit back, we're actually fulfilling the good feelings that we have. Does that make sense? Okay? So we need to have the right intentions. So here's a question for you. I want to talk a little bit more about intentions. What was your intention when you came today? What's your intention for today? Let's get a couple of examples of what your intention is for today. What's your intention today?
To learn.
To learn? Okay. What else?
Probably at this point is more habit than anything else. I'm just tend to get up at 5, go play basketball, and then come here.
Okay. So you're in your pattern. So what's your intention for today? To follow that pattern?
Probably hadn't thought about it, but now that you mention it, it's probably to learn something, or to get the motivation, but probably hadn't thought about it.
Okay.
In fact, I hadn't.
Okay, motivation, I like it. And you're thinking about it now. And I hope after today, when we walk out of here, that we have some clear intentions on what we're doing today. What else? Let's give some more examples of what you intend today to happen. Joanna, what's your intention today?
I have my regular calls to make, which I will do, but in addition to that, I am preparing my, I call them pop-bys, my gifts for my clients. And I have to map that out, so that's my biggest goal for today.
Okay, so plan out your pop-bys.
Uh-huh.
I like that. Okay, what else? Now, what's your intention for today?
It's really important to me to get find somebody that can help buy or sell a home.
Okay, so find somebody to buy or sell. Okay, I like that. Anybody else? Phil, what's yours today?
I've got to get a condominium complex approved so I can close a loan for a client.
Okay,
And this is the day.
this is the day you're going to get it approved.
Yes.
I like that. John?
Keep my financing for my upcoming deal secured. Follow up on the financing of a duplex and follow up on how things are going for a loan for my buyer and how my other buyers go under contract on something they actually want to buy.
Okay, I like that.
So I'm just
Mhm.
thinking, as we're all trying to respond to this question that you've asked us, I gave you a to-do list, and a lot of us are doing the same thing. But I liked Matt's comment. His was a little bit more along the lines of his purpose. You know, we're here to help someone buy or sell a home. So I'm trying to I don't know if I'm getting to where
You're
what
going.
you
You're going exactly where I want, because what we're talking about here, I want everyone to see. That's why we're giving examples, because I want you to see that this is a to-do list that we're giving. If what you just said to me, you did every day for the next 30 days, would you get what you wanted?
No,
Why not?
because it's just a punch list, task list kind of thing. It's the focus on purpose.
Yeah, focus on it. So what you were saying here, you're going down the direction that I really want us all to go down, in the sense of, why are we really here? What is our intention of the day? Like, is the intention of the day, yes, all of these tasks need to be done, and learning, super important. We need to continue to learn. But if that was all we did, and that was our intention for the entire day, like, why are we even in the office today? Like, what is the purpose of being here?
Right, well, like what you said with Matt, if he secures a buyer or seller every day, a new one, then yeah, he's gonna obtain his objective.
Yeah. And that's the direction that I want all of us to think, is exactly what Matt was saying. Because he's saying he has this objective. Today I'm going to find a buyer or seller that needs my help today. Okay? Ultimately, what are you really trying to do, Matt?
Ultimately, what I'm really trying to do,
What are you trying to do?
well, I'm trying to secure more business,
Okay? Why do you want to secure more business?
to accomplish my goals,
help my family.
help my family,
Help my family. Feed yourself.
feed myself,
Eat.
Yeah.
Right? It's to make money, to do the specific things. When we say set your intentions for the day, today's Monday. We're going to set our intentions for this week. And if your intentions are a list of to-dos for the week, and you accomplish the to-dos, and you make zero money this week, you make no progress on your business this week, did you really accomplish what you ultimately are in this business to do? No. So when we talk about setting intentions, what kind of intentions do we want? Let's go back to that same question. What do you want to accomplish this week? What do you want to accomplish today? John.
Well, that takes us back to an experience I've heard you talk about, where one day you planned to make 100 contacts. And you did, and you had 0 appointments, was that correct?
That is correct. I set out to do that.
Then the next day you said, that was stupid, the intention was wrong. I need to set one appointment, and how long did it take you to do that the next day?
20 minutes.
instead of what, 8 hours?
It was 6.5 hours to get my 100 contacts. Yeah, that was yeah, you bring up a great example that this is how I learned it, because my intention that day was George always talked about I hit 100 contacts, and I had never hit 100 contacts in a day, and so I said I am going to stay in the office until I get to 100 contacts, and I did, and that's all I got.
Because it was
your
the
focus?
wrong
It was.
intention. It was the wrong intention.
Mm-hmm.
Where the next day you had the right intention and it only took 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing that's interesting about that is look how we started the conversation today, and what you ultimately are wanting from this business and what your intentions of receiving today aren't necessarily always aligned. And the power of intentions attracting things to us, getting us the stuff that we want, we have to be focused on those things. Otherwise, we're not going to get it. Does that make sense? So what are some things we can focus on? What can we look at our intention? What intention do you want from this week? What are something you want?
I want to continue to grow and learn.
Okay.
And, so it's exciting watching myself as I continue to reflect and grow and practice, just how far I've come already by tweaking things, listening, recording calls. And, it struck me like last week, one of George's messages was, he talked about, and I love sports analogies, but he talked about like a football team, an NFL football team, they spend 50 to 60 hours a week practicing for a 2-hour game, right? Mm-hmm. How much time are we spending practicing for our, game of real estate? And, so I've been really focusing on that, connecting with some other folks to continue doing additional practice so that I can continue to grow and get better. And I just want to, that's why I come here, I love the energy, I love learning and growing, and that's
it's awesome.
my intention for the week.
That's great. Yeah, I love it. What else? Now, what's your intention for the week?
I'll answer that. What I'm taking from this, and Matt's a great example, it comes down to clarity, like clarity of purpose, because those tasks lists actually can be critical to actually accomplishing what you're going to do.
Absolutely.
So for me, I don't want to discount the tasks, but again, to just piggyback words, the intention behind why you're doing the tasks is important. So the way I took your original question is, why are you here? I thought you meant this meeting. Like, I had a clear intention for coming. It was just to plug back in, because I haven't been in a while. And then generally speaking, we could go through the list of goals, but I have goals for my business, for my family, for my income, and that's why I'm coming and doing the things that I'm doing. Because otherwise, I don't care about just getting another buyer or seller unless it supports something deeper.
Yeah, and really, as you dive deeper into it, that is the case. I mean, there's an ultimate ending of what you want from it.
Yeah.
And I hope we didn't get the impression that we're discounting the tasks that lead you there, because the tasks that lead you there, this punch list of things that need to happen, like, I can't have, my intention is, so the guy on the mountain, okay? His intention is he did not want to be on the mountain. Did that help him in any way whatsoever? No. Just because he had the intention of not being there without the action steps, he's not going to accomplish that. It's the same thing here. So don't discount the tasks that lead to the intentions, but focus your mind on what you're trying to accomplish, and you're going to move in that direction.
Well, and just to reiterate your point, the more clarity you have on that, like, the stronger the vision is, it's just easier and easier to do those small steps.
Yeah.
The deeper emotional connection, all those things to your purpose.
Exactly. Chris?
And a lot of this, when you come down to it, and we've heard this many times, it comes down to fear, right? Mm-hmm. When we have that intention, or we may have clarity, and like you said perfectly, intention isn't going to get you to the next place. I can have a vision board, I can have all this clarity about where I want to be, but I can hide behind tasks, right? And if I allow them to, we all know this, if I have a to-do list, it never gets smaller. I continue to add to it throughout the week, and then I get frustrated, and I do the easy things first at times, and if I'm doing it for the purpose to escape the things out of fear that I know is, like you said, gonna, and with Matt, like feed me, feed my family, like, and have intention basically out of love for where I want to be and who I want to provide for, that fear can overtake us. So really look at the reason and the intent. I mean, this is awesome, Jason. The intent behind the tasks that we're doing. Are you looking to escape? Are you looking to build yourself up so you can better be able to have the intent and move in the right direction? So.
Yeah, exactly. Josh?
I really like what you said with if you do this every day, you're gonna get the results you want, right? I mean, can you continue to you know, sometimes we all do this, including myself, right? It's like you have like reasons what cause you to not do the critical activities. Like you're like, well, today, you know, I prospect to find a buyer, and today I have a buyer, and if I don't do these things during my prospecting hours, I'm gonna lose this buyer, right? And maybe you've convinced yourself that's like 100% true. Like if I don't cut out prospecting and work on this buyer, it's gonna all go to trash. If that's true or not is another thing, right? But if you continue to do that activity every single day, are you gonna have new buyers and sellers to work with, right? And that was pretty profound. I mean, every single day, if you do this thing, is it going to get you what you want? I think something that we overlook most of the time is that, you know, if I'm working on a file during my prospecting hours, you have to look back and say, oh, how did I get this buyer or this seller? It's from prospecting. So this is actually the most important thing for me to be doing. And then after I get this done, then I can work on these things.
Yeah, and then you're going to see the results come more frequently and better for you as you maintain that. We see that so much with agents where it's this roller coaster agent. Okay, you close 0 deals, you close 4 deals, you close 0 deals, you close 4 deals. It's the same thing where the tasks that you're doing, the activities that lead you to that, we stop doing. So my challenge for you today and for this week is I want you to really think about what is your intention for this week. And when you're on the phone, if you're getting on the phone this week and your intention is to find business, every single call, think I'm finding business. I'm getting business today from this call. Regardless if it's a yes or a no or a call me back or a hang up or whatever it is, it's the intention of what I am doing today. Because if we go into it saying I want to talk to 30 people today, and you talk to 30 people and you're upset because you didn't get any appointments from it, revisit what your intention was for the day, because you might just make 100 contacts and enjoy 6.5 hours of contacts. It might just happen if that's your intention. And it was a fun afternoon for me to do that. But I learned a lot from it. And that's all we do, right? We're continuing to learn and grow.
Maybe the next day we're just better at it.
And maybe next day I was just better at it. But we have to look at it and say, what is my intention for the week? So be specific today. I want you to write down one thing that you want this week that you're intending to have this week, and then work really hard at everything you can do to get it. Okay? All right, let's end with some affirmations and make it a great week. All right. I succeed because I act on my goals. I am an optimist. I like talking to new people. I know it's important to me. I remember people's names. I have daily plan I follow it. I'm passionate about real estate. I know this is my greatest goal. I like intellectual listening. I enjoy reading through my sales skills. My thoughts and my emotions act results. I focus on my dreams daily. My presentation is persuasive. I improve my skills daily. I'm happy. I love the prospect because it feeds my business. I see my future as awesome. I love my life. I am grateful and thankful. I control my thinking. I believe in me. I feel outstanding. I use my beliefs and optimism daily. I get things done. I provide excellent customer service. I drink water daily. I connect with people. People love me. I love others. I am disciplined account on my daily schedule. I prospect daily. I set appointments daily. I'm a master creator. I achieve my goals. I'm a real estate rock star. I'm master about my life. I live every day perfect. I'm proud of myself. I know my destiny. I am healthy and strong. I'm powerful. I'm unstoppable. I keep on fighting. Yeah! We're waiting. We're waiting.
I lost it in my, order.